Many people have security cameras and Ring doorbell cameras attached to their homes just for safety purposes, going from as little as kids playing on your property to people actually breaking in and people getting murdered. Security cameras are all over the place, in office buildings and even in houses, and they're there for your safety. But even though you have them installed, you never actually expect anything bad to happen. Well, the following 3 videos you're about to see are disturbing and caught on security camera. This first story that I'm about to show you is of taxi driver Ralph Valletta. Ralph had just started his shift in the morning, and he was parked at a red light, when somebody suddenly from his backseat appeared up and pointed his gun towards Ralph's head, demanding his wallet. Well, Ralph was as good as dead if it weren't for this one cop. Let's just say he was lucky.
Give me everything you got, man. This is a robbery, man.
Right, hey.
Give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
All right.
I need it now.
All right.
We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man.
Everything I got, man.
Keep your hand where I can see him.
I just started.
What else you got?
I just
Let me
started.
see your wallet. Let me see your.
I don't have anything in my
wallet. We
wallet.
can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die, man.
Okay.
Give it all to me now.
Okay. I don't have anything in my wallet.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Just give me everything you got.
Sorry, I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't
give
carry
me your wallet
anything.
and your phone. I need your wallet.
No, please don't give me my phone. I need that for my. There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us. Get out. Lifesaver! Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't believe it! You have a gun? He has a gun. He has it in my head. He had a gun in my head. Oh my God! I'm gonna have a heart attack.
As you can clearly see at first, the robber surprises Ralph by coming out of the back seat in the position he was in, and then pointing a gun at his head, demanding for his money and his wallet.
Give me everything you got, man. This is a robbery, man.
All right, hey.
Give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
All right.
You may have also noticed that the robber said, quote, "We can do this the easy way or the hard way."
We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man.
Everything I got, man.
Keep your hand where I can see him.
I just started.
What else you got?
Now, to any sensible person, they would understand what the guy was trying to say. The easy way, meaning that Ralph do as the robber said so, and he would live. And the hard way most likely meaning that he would shoot Ralph and seriously injure him or kill him, and then take whatever he wanted to. Then, the robber even goes on to say that he would not hurt him if he gave him his wallet and phone.
I'm not gonna hurt you, just give me everything you got.
Well, in this situation, I don't think anybody would have trusted him. He's a criminal after all. But what happens next is truly just a miracle. Maybe Ralph was lucky that day, because parked right behind him was a police car. After an interview with the officer that arrested the robber, people found out that the reason he got suspicious was because the light had turned green, but the car in front of him, which was Ralph's car, showed no signs of moving. That was the reason that caused the officer to step out of the car and see what was going on. And he too, like anybody else would be, was very shocked to find that there was an armed robber in the car in front of him. So being a police officer, he of course pulled out his gun and ordered the intruder to step out of the car. All the while, Ralph was in nothing but a state of relief and saying, "You're a lifesaver."
Lifesaver! Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't believe it! You have a gun? He has a gun. He has it in my head. He had a gun in my head.
It just goes to show that had that cop not been behind Ralph's car that day, things could have turned out worse for him. This next video was taken from a Ring camera that was installed inside this family's house. According to them, everything was going fine when one of them heard someone kick down their door and watch as two masked men with guns enter the house.
It's a brazen home invasion. 2 armed men burst into a house in Pasadena, Texas. 3 victims are ordered to the floor. Then, one suspect lifts one young lady by her hair and orders her to another part of the house. As the terrifying invasion unfolds, the parents, who are out for the evening, watch in horror on their Ring camera cell phone app.
Hey, who's in my house? I got you on camera.
The cops are on the way.
The cops are on their way. My neighbors are there. They're calling the cops right now. Y'all better get out of my house. Y'all better get out of my house now.
Before any of the family members could even think about grabbing a weapon or even making a move, the 2 men point the gun at them and bring them to the ground. By then, all 3 of the family members were already in the living room and on the ground. You see one of the suspects take one of the female victims and order her to another part of the house. While all this is going on, the parents of the victims watch in horror as to what is transpiring in the house through the Ring camera. They tell the men to get out of the house and that they have them on video and that they had already called the cops and they were on their way.
Hey, who's in my house? I got you on camera.
The cops are on the way.
The cops are on their way. My neighbors are there. They're calling the cops right now. Y'all better get out of my house. Y'all better get out of my house now.
As soon as they heard this, the intruders flee the scene. I'm not sure if the intruders in this video that terrorized this family were ever caught. I'd like to think they were. Let's just hope that nothing like this ever happens to anyone. This video that you're about to see is from Manchester, UK. The story is a little different from the others because it has not one person, not 2 people, but 3 intruders involved in it. This video captures 3 intruders breaking into a home that belongs to a man named Asif Ali.
Night has fallen on the city of Manchester, England. And this man is taking advantage of an unlocked door at this home. Homeowner Asif Ali pummels one attacker into submission as another man comes through the door. The only thought in Asif's mind is protecting his wife, who is battling cancer and is sleeping upstairs. But then, a 3rd intruder attacks. The homeowner is somehow able to chase all 3 intruders out the door. But one intruder is not giving up. The man appears to be holding some kind of weapon. Asif realizes he needs to better protect himself and his wife. Asif runs. Coming back from the kitchen with a knife. As one intruder flees, 2 others are still outside in the courtyard. One tosses a brick at the door. Asif's wife, Charlotte, comes down the stairs, cell phone in hand, as she calls the police. On nearby surveillance, we can see one of the intruders leaving the scene. He's on a cell phone, perhaps reaching out to his getaway driver. So far, the 3 home invaders, plus a lookout man and a getaway driver, have yet to be arrested. Asif and Charlotte have offered a reward.
As you can see, it was dark out and these intruders found the perfect timing for their attack and took advantage of an unlocked door. As soon as they see nobody is there, one of them enters the house. Quickly acting, Asif attacks the first attacker and doesn't stop. Quickly while this is happening, Another intruder enters the home and attempts to attack Asif, but still, Asif is relentless and also manages to fight the second guy. But then, a third intruder enters the home, and all three of them try to gang up on Asif. But somehow, Asif manages to chase all three of them out of there. But still, one of the intruders does not give up. This time, he comes back with some sort of sharp weapon, possibly a knife. As Asif sees this, he runs. But as soon as the attacker leaves, Asif comes back from the kitchen with a knife. As the one intruder leaves, the other two are still in the property. One of them even throws a rock at the door. Asif's white Charlotte comes downstairs, phone in hand, and calls the police. On nearby surveillance, we can see one of the intruders leaving the scene. He's on the phone, perhaps reaching out to his getaway driver. So far, the three home invaders, plus a lookout man and a getaway driver, have yet to be arrested. After a bit of questioning, Asif said that the only thing on his mind was protecting his wife Charlotte, who was battling cancer.